Hello, everyone. How are you doing on this Friday? I hope you've had a really good week and all that sort of jazz. And I'm still trying to get arranged. I seem like I'm forever not fully arranged when I plan to do these things. Hey, Sam, thank you so much for hopping on. It's so nice to see you. And I feel like I have hair in my mouth, and that's going to drive me batty. I've got Mr. Chalupa at the end of the bed. I'm wearing my heating pad. I know it's shocking. And Miss Salsa is under the fuzzy blanket. And my husband is working, and I'm with you guys. I was planning on trying to do this a little bit earlier, and well, it just didn't work out. Now, I did put on my community tab earlier this week, which I will drop a link also in the chat, for the conference that's coming up on May 2nd and 3rd, which is totally free to go to. We have all kinds of people who will be speaking, including some people from the FTC, academics, journalists, and social media activists like myself. So this will be my 4th year in a row speaking, which the first year I kind of was like, hey, can I join you guys? And I was the only person that was from the social media stuff. And it's grown since then. So that's really cool to see. And so if you haven't registered, I did put the link in the chat, and hopefully I will remember to put it in the video description too, but I may forget. So it is on the community tab. But if you just go to MLM, I think, is it MLM Con or in for a con? No, it's MLM Conference. Okay. I can't even remember. And I just looked at it. Good gravy. So I'm doing this like little program thing with one of the executives where I work. And it was really interesting because I've spoken to him about my work here on YouTube. And when I say work, it's not like I'm being, paid big bucks or anything. Hey, Monhan, how are you doing, sweetheart? I am so glad to see you. Oh, you're finally able to catch me. Well, I hadn't been live in a while. It's just kind of, it's just been a thing. Hey, Joe, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining as well. And then I forgot what the hell I was talking about. That always happens because I'm always so happy to say hello to people. What was I talking about? No, well, you know what? It'll come back to me. And if it doesn't, oh, I know the program. The program. That's what I was talking about. Hey, Alps, how are you, sweetie? And this person was like, how come I don't see any of this stuff reflected in your resume? I'm like, well, I just never really thought about it. So now I'm going to think about it and see how I can put, this type of work and the different skills that you use doing this stuff and everything. So, and I'm also going to be, goodness, I have an itch. And can you guys see my necklace? It is, I love like Day of the Dead, Sugar Skulls, love them. And so this one is, see, can you guys see it very well? There it is. You're going to act normal when your weather is normal. I like that. But anyway, I'm going to figure out how I can, I guess bring the two worlds together in some semblance. Hey there, CD. Good to see you, sweetie. Oh, I'd rather be here with you people than the finest people in the world. Well, I would say we're pretty fine. And tonight I am drinking something very powerful, very, very powerful. It's called Gatorade, the original flavor. Do you like the original flavor? Because I do like the red one too. There's a couple of the flavors that I like, but I always just kind of go back to the original because I find it very refreshing. Yum. So, one of my very kind and sweet people who provide information to me sent me what we're going to be looking at, which is the full video from the 360 this past week. And so that's what we're going to do. And I will be providing my opinions and looking at your opinions, talking about your opinions here. And Joe's Orange Powerade, I haven't tried that. Now, I do like me some Tang. I really do. Is that powdered stuff? I don't know. It's like how it's so tangy, I guess. But yeah, we are going to be taking a look at this full on thing. Now, it has been altered so that it's transformative, because we got to make sure it's all transformative, because there's somebody out here doing false strikes. Just saying, I just was exchanging emails. Well, like not emails, but like my attorney wrote to me and I'm like responding back. Let me just put it that way. How's that? For some stuff that we're working on. And it could be interesting. And also, I've been talking to you guys about this thing that's coming. It's still coming. It's just kind of going to take a little bit longer than what we initially thought. So when it's here, I will let you know. And, it's a work in progress. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with a work in progress, because we've been hearing that for how long now when it comes to this, what is it called? What is this called again? This company that has yet to pay people, that started in 2018. What is it called again? I mean, I forget. I just absolutely forget. I don't recall whatsoever. Are you picking up my sarcasm? Because if you didn't, it was pretty thick, and you should have. Hey there, Lamar. That launched, but that's not launched yet. That is what is so crazy, is that they're acting as if like, well, we're now testing Connect. That's what we're doing. We're testing it to make sure it's shipshape. And quite frankly, it's gotten some window dressing. But they're all saying like, oh, it's so wonderful. It's so different. Oh, it's so much better. It's like the coding hasn't actually changed. If anything, it has been like, I think that's even too much. I mean, it's just it's a little squeak of a bit, Non-passive, that's it, CD. That must be it. That's not fair to that company. They're still working on sending out those 100 test payout emails. Oh, goodness. Oh, that just, the fact that you do see comments of people who are not happy that they haven't been paid, but those get squashed. And still, if anybody asks a question, a reasonable question, you're just kicked off. And I mean, can you imagine if high-tech companies like Google and AWS and Microsoft and stuff, if they treated people like that? They're like, oh, you're asking questions? Get out of here. Do you think that would have been good for their business? I'm going to say no, it wouldn't have been. They're talking about virtual background as the new thing. I think that existed at least 5 years now on Zoom. Oh my goodness, right? I mean, that's the whole thing, is that they're trying to make like, a disposable diaper like it's revolutionary. It's like, yeah, it's been around. It's not all that special. And if you bring that up to them, they're like all incensed. And, I showed you guys the other night, like the documentation from Oracle, Microsoft, AWS, Meta, Google. And there may have been other ones that I showed you too, but who doesn't have that documentation? And that would be this non-passive business. They have no documentation that people who are, just taking a look can see all of their stuff is like it's behind a secret wall. It's like you can look at it, but you're not really looking at it. You're looking at this user guide or, like the jank that they have going on. But they don't have like a knowledge base built out where people can go look up information. But then again, I mean, I guess that stuff changes and they don't keep current with anything. I don't even know if they have a change log. I think I mentioned that the other night too. Dawn couldn't even say beta the other. Oh my goodness. It came out as bead and he couldn't correct himself. He had a case of no tech proitis. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now that is sad. They still don't always get the UAE correct either, do they? I mean, they just always find a way to fuck that up. And my laptop is not plugged in because I did not do that. So hang on. I'm grabbing the cord down here. Isn't that exciting? Where is it? It's gone a little bit crazy over here. Goodness. I was using my not a Roomba, but does that same kind of thing as a Roomba does. And it was on in here the other day. So some stuff, like all my cords, they got kind of a little bit jiggled around a bit. So, pardon me for all that. Anyway, I can find a video where Marty shows me how to use it. Well, that cracks me up too, because don't you guys recall there was someone, I believe that they called their CEO, who said that there was going to be, video training for everybody. Hey, Sherry, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And then that just resorted into like Marty making an occasional video here and there. And I guess they think that's good enough. I don't, though. I mean, imagine if you are a tech company and then somebody who's selling your tech, they're just like on Rogue making how-to videos. Wouldn't you feel kind of shitty that you weren't providing that for them? I mean, call me crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and settle in, and I'll pull up this video, which I do have my extra screen over here, and I figured out how to do the whole thing with, so I can move the mouse in the right way and not struggle with it. So there we go. Monhun says that they're convinced even after 2 years of bragging, 99.9% of the founders couldn't locate Dubai on a map. Oh my gosh, even if you allowed them 1,000-kilometer radius, I would not be shocked. They would not. I agree with you. They would not be able to find it. They would be confused. And these just got like smudgy. Do your glasses ever get smudgy? I need to go get some new glasses this year, I think. I like these, but got to get my eyes looked at again. Oh, that makes such a difference. Thank you, angels. I'm so glad you jumped on. So let me go ahead and have that pulled up. And now I'm going to present it. And will it let me do? Yep. Okay. I'm figuring things out, people. And let me do that. And enlarge this. Okay. Now we're set. All right. Are you guys ready for all of this? And I'm going to take myself off screen. All right. I've got to rewind this a little bit. Hang on. Now this has been altered. So that's why you see these like different lines and stuff on here, because this is part of it being, transformative. Here we go. and there's no sound. Oh, there's one. Yes, Limesa, it is the 2 hour. Do you guys I can speed it up too. Um, let's see. Hey, Thomas, how are you, sweetie? This is much better than having the snake, but I still don't know why they need the little mic thing down there. They certainly are much slower than I am about getting things set up, aren't they? Oh my gosh, right, Angel? Angel says, I love how error-filled their webinars are so much so that there is so much dead time and no sound. Oh gosh, Thomas. Thomas says, we could just get to the part where they tell the truth. Then the video would never start. Exactly. They'll never do that. So there's unwanted founders popping in and out. Oh, goodness. Now, I did see part of this the other day, but not all of it because I just, quite frankly, I couldn't wake up that early. No, the green stuff that you're seeing, that was laid on top of it. That's not what it looked like. That is part of the transformative stuff. And the audio pitch was changed as well. Again, transformative. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pause this. I know nothing has happened, and I think that's comical, and that's pretty much what I'm going to say. Imagine you're an actual tech company who's having this webinar hosted by these three dudes, and they're still trying to get things going when they're live. I find that just so weird. It's like, why wouldn't you have had all of that stuff ship shape and you could just start when you hit live? Why does it take them like forever and 5 days to prepare all of this and to get ready and settle in? I find it very bizarre. Now, I'm like welcoming you guys and, cracking jokes with you and stuff and telling you things that I've done. They're not doing that. It's just long stretches of silence. Oh gosh, when he tries to PowerPoint, that's as bad as when I guess he uses the calculator. Oh, wow. Okay, so Monhun said something very interesting. Apparently, if you go to oconnect.ai and enter the meeting ID, rather than following a link, you get dropped into the panel automatically. Innovative. Yeah, everybody wants that, right? You wanna have randos just be able to pop in. Yeah, they were bleary-eyed, yeah, I think everybody probably was, at least here in the US. Oh my gosh, right? CD, when John hangs around after everybody else has left. He's kind of like one of those guests that just don't get the hint that the party's over. Goodness sakes, how long does this go on? And I'm gonna play it all just because the point is you can see that there's just nothing going on, and here they are streaming that nothing's going on. Imagine if you're a founder and this is what you're seeing. Goodness. I'm sitting here imagining if I went to a meeting and I saw something like this and it was still not starting. I would get pissed because it's like I've got other shit to do. As I'm sure other people who are dealing with this too, they also have other things to do instead of like wait for 5 years for everything to get settled and before they actually come on, before there's actually conversation about anything. Right? Between the 3 of them, they can count to 60. Well, that's fantastic. Bola, welcome. Please refrain from using emojis. Use your words. Sam, I'm with you. It's like, this is just painful. It's like that it's taking them so long to start. It's one thing if you go to a show, to a play, to anything, the symphony, and they don't start on time, and that doesn't happen. But, you shouldn't see all of this nonsense. Everybody should be ready to go. Dawn, did you get a chance to repurpose Omedia posts? Oh, no. I mean, I think I could give myself a manicure and pedicure as we're waiting for this. I could probably teach the dog some new tricks too. I'm with you, Joe. A tech company shouldn't have such issues. Right, Monhun? They need to add a feature that plays movie trailers. So are we now just having random people jump on? Wow. This is fantabulous. Lamar, you bring up a good point. Whereas Omedia, shouldn't they be the one overseeing this to make sure it's quality? Marty had to ask Ash how to keep them out. Huh. This is just comical. What a great way to see your Mona. There's no trying. They're doing it, dude. I played this game on Atari. I mean, this completely should not be happening, right? We can all agree with that. This is such a great way to demo your product that you claim to be beta testing that's already out in the world previously. But this is supposed to be, an upgrade, even though really it seems a whole lot worse. The recorder? And is phenomenal when you have to keep I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. When you have to keep on removing people because they're able to keep coming in, I would say that's a bug. That's a problem. That's an issue. And that should have been, figured out before now. You can't hear the video? I'll turn mine all the way up. Okay, let me know now if you can. Maybe I need to move move things around. Ah, okay, hang on a second. Thanks for letting me know. And I'm so sorry that you guys weren't able to hear anything. Give me just a second and I will move things around. Maybe it'll help if I put this over here and drag my other window to here. We'll try this. And you guys can let me know when I share my screen if this is working out for you. Hang on, still gotta make this one current. Okay, I am having something go wacky over here. Hang on just a second, guys. Oh, dang it, whenever I make it, I'm having problems with it being the right size for when I do move it over. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Hear that? Can you guys hear that? Let me know. You can? Okay. At least the top 5. Now I'm gonna be showing you one of the top 5, and I'm wondering if he even knows about this one because I just something tells me that he doesn't, but he thinks he does. Oh, wait, did I not I didn't share my screen with you guys. I'm sorry about that, and I am having issues using this dual screen in this way. Okay. All right. There. And now I can't even put anything in the chat. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Oh God, no. You guys still have no sound. Okay. Well, let me try something else. Why is this such an issue? Hang on, guys. The only thing that I have different is my dual screen. Okay. Okay. Now tell me if you can hear it.
March. What happened on 28th of March, last Thursday? Yes, we had Onpassive 360 once again. This was the third week of Thursdays. If you remember back March.
Can you guys hear it now? I thought somebody earlier had said yes. Yeah, okay. All right, well, then I can't do what I was trying to do. They need to both be over here on the same screen. All right, we'll just work with this.
He couldn't do one of the weeks because he had people coming around to his house on the very first one. The second one, I was Chris fishing and he caught an absolute whopper, if you remember. And the last one was I had a funeral to go to, so we changed them to Thursdays. But here we are on Wednesday, back to normal. But last Thursday, we had 360, and we were delighted to have our CEO on updating us with what was going on. And do you remember? It was absolutely amazing. He brought some really good information, in my opinion, to 360. Chris, you're not doing a very good job, are you, really?
Red, I'm clicking them, but they're not moving. I don't know if Marty's trying to move. They're not moving.
Okay, no worries. He came on, didn't he? And he actually gave, for me, a really good explanation, update of why we are in this extension period of OConnect at the moment. And for me, it made absolutely perfect sense. He explained what was happening with the initial processes, that very first one that we had on the 1st of September, and then subsequently the other one we had a week or two later. They were conjoined as partners, and this caused a problem with freezing of assets. He did say that they'd been going down a certain path for quite a substantial time, and maybe 3 or 4 months, and this didn't give the right outcome that they were looking for. They subsequently changed the people they were using, and they now have a date for the return of the funds that were held in reserve by these companies. Now, why is that really good information as far as we are concerned? It's great information because it is part of the reason why the company can't pay us the money, because they had to have the money to pay for us. Another business has that money and they can't pay out what they haven't got. So as soon as that money has come back into Onpassive, the business, then I'm sure things will start moving. Obviously, tie that in with the payment processes that we've been working on behind the scenes, and having a date now fixed for the return of those funds, for me, was...
Wait, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what they're saying. They're waiting for the processor to release because I missed some of that because I'm like looking at my stuff, still trying to figure things out. And CD says you're not getting the money from the merchants. They have to hold onto the money in case of credit card chargebacks. Ah, yeah. If a real company, says Monhan, uses for something like internal CEO update and random employees started popping on, they would surely think it's okay and be ready to pay for a 50-year subscription. Hey, Jelly Snack, how are you, sweetie? Goodness. Some merchants hold on to the money for a certain period of time. So does that mean like they didn't have enough money for them to hold on to? I mean, I'm really confused about what this means. So you guys are going to have to school me on this. So I apologize for not knowing everything in the world, but hey, I can admit it. And that's not a problem for me. Unlike some people who will go on long tangents using different buzzwords and trying to make the uninformed think that you know something. That's not me. So, yeah. But this just sounds like a whole bunch of malarkey. Bottom line to me, that's what I'm hearing is this sounds like a bunch of malarkey. And you're not telling the truth because you don't know the truth. And you're repeating what you've been told. They hold on to funds just in case if the banks report fraud. According to Kamal, chargebacks cost $400 in penalties and fees plus refunding the $143. Wow. And Monhun says merchants will usually hold back a percentage of funds for new accounts until they establish a good reputation, where the reserved amount will be reduced or completely eliminated. For every 143 accepted, they need to have 543 in case of chargebacks. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can't decipher anything Red talks about. Oh, thank you guys for, laying that out. I do appreciate it.
Extremely good information, and it should be for you guys. Why? Because we now know that from that date things should start moving, and that means funds going into the company, but more importantly, funds coming out directly to us. He also alluded as well to how the company was moving forward, and I really got the impression that he's prepping us for something that's going to be happening down the line, maybe summertime, as far as a little change in direction for the business. And obviously, don't quote me on this. This is kind of what the feeling I got, because he was certainly telling us that we shouldn't be stuck in one direction with one thing that we've always.
Okay, you guys are saying some more good things. If they see a high rate of chargebacks, they'll increase that and possibly forbid any sweeps into a bank account. Wow. And the merchants knew that Ash wasn't paying them if the account was depleted. Wow. Wait, did this just start? I thought I was late. Well, we're just finally getting to the part where, one, everybody can hear now what I'm playing, and two, there was all kinds of jank stuff going on before they finally was like, yeah, we're here. You know how Marty starts these things.
Always wanted to do. We have to navigate and diversify, and so I really am looking forward to hearing from our CEO to what that where might be. Also, we had
I'm just going to have to say I am so goddamn sick and tired of hearing them say our CEO. That has never made a lick of sense to me. It sounds just so silly.
the written recap for this that was posted almost immediately after 360 by our quartet of Peter, Daryl, Janet, and who else? Peter, Daryl, Janet, and
Peter Short.
Peter Shaw, yeah.
Street.
Dan Street, that's the one. I always forget about Dan for some reason. Sorry, Dan. That was put up in your O-Founders back office for you to read. Also on Thursday, we had a 10-day extension to O-Connect.
Why do they always think these extensions are such a great thing? It just means you're not getting paid for a longer period of time. Right? A rational board would have fired the CEO, but they don't. Apparently, they don't have a board. And the CFO, yeah. The same people have been writing recaps for years. He should know their names by now. Oh my gosh. Exactly. Thank you, CD.
As well. And this obviously is concurring and running forward. For me, this is a great thing because it means that we are not taking any hit on this at all. We'll be using O-Connect free at the moment until the company get this sorted. Now, I know Marty is going to be talking a little bit about more than this afterwards, about why it is of such benefit to us to have it free at the moment and why it's not of benefit to the company. So I know he wants to talk about that point. We also then moved on to Friday 29th. What happened on Friday? It was Good Friday across the globe. And we also did a recap myself and Marty on the webinar from Thursday. Saturday, quiet day as far as Onpassive. There are a lot of people were doing their own thing for the Easter break. Sunday, we had a small update, guys, on Sunday. Did you notice it on the existing website? And for you eagle eyes out there, it was at the very last page at the bottom.
You know, it's interesting because I don't think he has ever mentioned anything about the U.S. office being removed, about all of the addresses being moved, about Ash being removed from the website. He's never, brought that up, but, he will bring up if a pixel changed, but not even these things that are important that people should notice.
Bottom, where normally the addresses of our offices across the globe had changed. That had been taken away and it had been updated with a spinning globe.
Oh, okay. So he did say they had been updated with a spinning globe. Why the fuck would you need a spinning globe? What the hell is that? And do not give me this nonsense like there wasn't enough room. At any other company would not have let that, that would not have been good. If they saw that proof and they're like, okay, this is our proof of concept. Yeah, go with that. You're removing vital information. Sounds great. I mean, who does that? Well, obviously, we know the answer to that. And, my answer to any question is always Ash Mufareh.
Now, if you remember back probably 2 years ago, one of the features that we had was this spinning globe with where founders were on it, and you could click on it and up would pop the testimonials of those founders in those countries. This is kind of similar. It's a spinning globe and it has yellow stars on it that are flashing. This indicates the locational offices.
One of the things that I noticed, because I did pull up one of the documents, because it was like I think maybe a newer version that was sent to me, and I looked at it, and up on the top, it is like in Arabic, and I'm like, that's interesting. All of this document is in English, but this top part is in Arabic. I wonder what it says. I mean, I don't read Arabic. I don't speak Arabic, so I guess I'll never know. But maybe some of you good people would know.
Is across the globe of Onpassive. And if you remember people saying, why aren't we in America anymore? What's happened to that office? Well, lo and behold, it's still there, guys. And it is now featured on the globe. Why has the company gone to this style of locational views for the users? Because we're expanding, guys, because we are going to be spreading across.
Okay, who in the hell keeps spreading and spreading and spreading across the globe when you haven't paid your people? I mean, I do not understand this. This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And don't give me this crap that it's like, well, Onpassive does things differently. It's a different business model because, it's with heart. Load of hooey. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really getting irritated with this bullshit.
To different locations, there just isn't room at the bottom of that webpage to put all those addresses on. It's a lot easier and it's a lot better to have this.
Oh, let me see. Okay, Monhun just said UAE companies are required to show the company name in Arabic before any other language, and it must be at least 1% larger than other languages. That's why the OES page looks like that. Good golly, that's just creepy to me. Am I the only one that feels like that's creepy? I mean, because that's just giving me, I'm just feeling very uncomfortable. And I don't know about you guys, but that just gave me the icks.
Spinning globe with the locations flashing on it, and I'm sure in the future you'll be able to hover over those flashing stars.
You're sure? I mean, you're sure, Red. You're sure. When it comes to this company, how can you be sure of anything? Because it's like you guys get told stuff all the time, all the live long, and then you forget about it. And Ash is like, phew, they forgot. They didn't bring that up again. Okay, I don't have to address that. I mean, irritate the stink out of me.
And it will pop up the locational address of those offices. It's to save room on the website, but really good feature. That happened on Sunday the 31st. Also, clocks changed across Europe and many other places. And then we came into Monday, the 1st of April. No April Fools as far as Onpassive was concerned. Why? Brand new website. Go and have a look at it, guys. Absolutely fantastic. We definitely went back.
Who wants to go and look at a new website every single week and go, oh, wow, and you still haven't been fucking paid, but you're supposed to like ooze over the website because it's been updated for the 7,000th time for absolutely no reason, because Ash thinks this is brilliant marketing. It's stupid. That's what it is. It's stupid marketing.
To the old themes of the colors, the light blues, dark blues, and the white lettering in there. Again, a lot of updates on there.
I mean, please, if this is what you have to update people about, you should just really keep your mouth shut.
We've gone the previous week, we had that fantastic video in the top right hand corner. This time we've got the stills of some really good graphics that are there. New write-ups, by the way, on most of the pages. If you've noticed, the About Us section has been rewritten. That's a whole new section that has been rewritten as far as what is Onpassive all about. And also, if you've noticed as well, the fonts and the logos of Google Play and also the App Store for iOS, that has all changed. A different font size, different layout and that. Remember, guys, as CEO told us as well last week about OTrim, it is in your Android Google Play store at the moment, but please, until you have had official confirmation through your OES, do not download it. We're waiting for the upload at the moment on your OES Apple devices through the App Store. And until that's there, we are not going to put it on the official sites until it is in that App Store. So please wait. Otherwise, you might download the wrong app, and that won't be good because it's not official from Onpassive. So please wait, guys. It is for OTrim, okay, to use on your own mobile device. And then yesterday, 2nd of April, we had a 13-day extension to OTracker, and you can view that if you want to in your OES underneath Marketplace and scroll to OTracker. If you want confirmation of the...
But Angel, they've been saying our CEO for the past couple of years. I mean, at least 3-4 years, they've been saying our CEO. So it's not like a new thing. And it's like, it just makes me so uncomfortable that they're like, our CEO, because one, you don't work for the company. You're an unemployed person right now, or you're an independent contractor not getting any kind of money whatsoever because you're just sitting here waiting.
The 10 days that was given to OConnect last Thursday, then you can check this all out. It'll be under my subscriptions, okay, and also there'll be a confirmation in your mail for that. That's it for me. Yes, Chris, I can see the dot. Don't know why it's there. Back to you, Marty.
Okay, a couple things I wanted to cover is when you hear about an extension, that's a gift from the company, okay? Because really, an extension is not a plus for the company, because every time they give out OConnect to us for free, it costs the company a lot of money, because they have to host it. So it's a plus.
So are we supposed to feel sorry for the company? And it's like, why do you need to keep saying this, Marty? You have nothing else to lean in on?
They want to keep doing that? No, of course not. But what the company is doing as a gift is, while they are working on some items, and we know what the items are, payments, both directions, commissions coming to us, and bonuses and all that. And also they're trying to get the virtual background up to the same quality as OConnect itself. And that's a big deal, because if you can get anything at the level of OConnect, it's over. I mean, because it is the best I've ever seen. So that's what's going on. But keep in mind, when that's happening, don't think it's somehow benefiting the company. It doesn't benefit the company at all.
Wait, Sherry. So Marty really had O-mail, M-A-L-E, not M-A-I-L? Is that real, or are you just joking? Because I mean, I could actually see that happening.
It costs a lot of money. I believe there's about 2,000 webinars a day, and it's not free. It's big, big money. So actually, we should be thanking the company because we still get to communicate. And at this point in time, it's literally free. Okay. I mean, what did we pay? I paid back in September 143. We've had it a year. Come on, that's insane. No company would do that. They would stop that part of it.
Wait, they've had it a year? But didn't they release it to the public on September 1st of 2023? Because they didn't have access to it before then. Am I wrong? Did I fall asleep and miss something? Because I could have, and I would trust you guys to let me know. Be like, oh no, they did. You missed it. I think it's pretty much you can blink and you miss stuff with this mess. They keep their facts straight. I don't know about all that.
Work on what they're doing and then bring it back in when they can collect money. And they're not. And that's, to me, that's a gift. That we should know it's a gift. It really is.
Is that somebody's phone? What the fuck? God. And they're sitting there laughing at that. That's not a laughing matter. I mean, if you are having anyone who is not a founder watch any of this stuff, this would be terrible.
Hold on.
I should play the Crazy Train song right now.
Chris, I'll turn it over to you for right now. I can come back.
Okay, guys, I'll apologize. We have a lot of people coming in the wrong way, so they're popping on the screen. We are doing our best we can to keep knocking them off. We did make an announcement, but I guess it falls on deaf ears sometimes. But anyway, what I'd like to do is shout out some prayers that's been happening in the last few days. If you keep these people, these founders, any people in prayers, even if I don't know about them, just pray for them. Paul Rameke and Gemma Rameke, keep them in your prayers. John Mackey, keep him in your prayers, which is Caroline's husband. We did have a founder passed away.
I do have a question. Why in the hell is Chris still in Florida? Why hasn't he kept on his little travels or gone back home? Does anybody have a good guess or anything about this? Because I find it just ever so odd.
Taylor Yvette Bailey, our condolences to you and your family, or to your family, I'm sorry, and your friends. And Darius Edwards, you guys know about Darius. He came out and let me know that we could pray for him. He's got some really serious issues going on. So please pray for all these individuals. If you have someone that you want me to pray for, let's throw out some prayers. I believe in it. Shoot me a text message. I try to write them all down. I can see our brother Ash is on here, but
don't give that one out, Chris.
Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. Is my fingers are moving so fast. So, but good morning. This is a brand new time. As I was told yesterday, what crazy guy decided to do it at 6 a.m. And I let him know you're the crazy guy, and that's that guy below me. But it's okay. Sometimes you got to try different things, new things.
I love this, that the CD said Chris is still waiting to meet Ash face to face. Why do I have a feeling that, Ash is just not interested in meeting him? I mean, it kind of reminds me back in the day when I was a single gal and I wasn't interested in somebody, you know what I did? I avoided them. I didn't respond. I was like, oh, you're going to be at a Slick Willie's on Thursday night? Fantastic. Note to self, don't go to Slick Willie's. Slick Willie's here is a pool hall. Not that I'm a person that plays pool, but I mean, I'm just using that as an example. But you know what I mean? It's like if I would avoid that person, be like, okay, make plans elsewhere, do something else, or stay in, don't go out. It's pretty easy to do. And that I feel like, Ash is sending a big message of like, I've got other things to do and it's not with you. And Chris, just maybe he's not picking up what Ash is throwing down. What are your thoughts on that? Anyone? Chris's brother told us that Ash never invited Chris to his house. Wow. That is, whoa, that's awful. It's like you would think. Hunbot hanging out at the Slick Willies. Yeah, if I am, I'm just going like, okay, is this good enough? I tried. That's about how I am at playing pool.
We got a lot of people on here now, 9,400 plus, which is a lot better than we've had before. So obviously this is a good time. And I believe that I'm always excited no matter what. I got a chance to text with Ash a little bit yesterday, but if he's on here, I'd rather let him do more talking and me more listen.
I got a chance to text with Ash a little bit. So that's telling me Ash doesn't really respond to you, Chris. Once again, and maybe Ash suddenly responded because like, well, maybe if I just throw him a bone, he'll leave me alone. But why do I think that Chris is going to take that as a sign like, we're buddies, we're besties now?
I like that part. And another special prayer I forgot is our brother Charles Osong is in the hospital in Africa. He fell ill to, I think he said malaria, one of the things that you catch over there. So he has been in the hospital for a while. I did talk to him. He sounds good, but he is in the hospital in Africa. So let him rest a little bit. And anyone else that's got prayers, a lot of things happen. Hello, Gadoo. Goodbye, Gadoo. So just remember that everything's happening. Beta. We're doing a lot of people, a lot of webinars. And I want to ask you this. I got a request to say. I talked to Marty and read a little bit about this the last couple of days. I want to ask everyone not to stream off from Oak Connect to YouTube or Facebook until they get it right. Maybe Ash has an update for us. I watched a couple last night to my own personal thing. If it's not working right, guys, just let it go until Ash gets it perfect. I think that it makes...
Until he gets it perfect. I thought that, when he put out this update, that it was going to be even more perfect than the perfect that it was originally, which it never was perfect. And wasn't it Ash that said you only have one opportunity to make an impression when you launch? And you sure have made an impression on everybody who's been watching this, not a founder, and it's not a good one, because this would not be a product that anyone I know would be like, I'm all over that, like white on rice.
It doesn't make us look that good. That's my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do, but let's not take a good product and turn it into something it's not. Let's be truthful with the audience. They are working out. They do know about things that are going on with that. And let's go from there. So again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm extremely proud of Onpassive and our products. And I don't want to put something out there that's not ready to be used yet. So if you are doing that, please stop doing that. Just use your old Connect for now until they get that adjusted. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
All righty. Yeah, that's for sure. Look, if the quality we see in O Connect isn't the same as we see outside O Connect, I would not put it outside. It's beautiful. We got a Mona Lisa. You want to go out there and show something else. That's just my opinion. And the quality looks good, but some of the sound and all that. So I would just make sure that we look good before we run it outside of here. Yes, you can do what you want, but I just would not.
And CD, that whole thing, he was probably there scamming more Africans. I would not be surprised, because he's made quite a journey over there. And I don't trust that man. He's also he's with ASEA, as was Dr. Bill, selling ASEA. I forget what the product is. I think I might have covered it at some point. I don't remember if I did a deep dive or a semi-dive into that, but I know I've talked about it.
Do that because it doesn't do it justice. What I'm seeing in O Connect is the best on the planet by far. Absolutely.
The best on the planet? Are you fucking kidding me? How can you even say that. Have you been there for the audio issues and it's not working perfectly right now? You just got finished saying that, and here you go, like saying the opposite. You'll say one thing, then say the complete opposite. I don't understand, Marty, how you can do that in one breath, say it's perfect, it's wonderful, it's fabulous, it's the best. And then like, well, you know, if it's not working right, just don't use it. I mean, which is it? It's either the absolute best or it doesn't fucking work. It can't be both at the same time. Wow. Did you guys hear Chalupa? Because he totally agreed with me.
By far. Yeah, we're almost at 10,000 people now. And like I said, where I was talking before I had to get off for a second. When we get an extension, it's a gift from the company, and it costs a lot of money. It's a big gift, and I think about all the people that we can communicate back and forth, keep people inspired, motivating, talk to people. I don't believe in motivation, but
okay, you know what? Call me crazy, but you should be able to inspire people just for so long. However, these founders are like, you know what? Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another? They will take it and take it and take it and ask for more. And I don't get that. Because, you know, if you screwed me over like this, I would be the fuck if I'm going to deal with this shit anymore. I mean, call me crazy. They hit 10K, but it drops to 6,000 after Ash starts talking. Oh my gosh. I was wondering if the 10K was even truthful. I mean, quite frankly, because I mean, we have not seen high numbers in, I think, a long time. So, yeah, I'm shocked if those are actually real numbers. Chalupa, what are you doing, little man?
inspire people to think bigger than themselves. This company has made it possible for me to go back to a young kid where you have dreams and everything's possible. I believe everything's possible on Onpassive, and I believe you can ride this, whatever passion you have, I don't care what it is, and just go beyond whatever you dreamt possible. I really believe that. And if the other thing I love about Onpassive, that great's not good enough. And I've never.
Can functional be good enough right now? That it functions as expected. Maybe you should go with that. That it just is functional. This whole great isn't good enough. That is another line of bullshit. I mean, I got to tell you, he pulls out some good ones, that Ash, doesn't he? Great isn't good enough. And that gets the founders all wound up thinking like, yeah, we are beyond great. We're going to have something that, because our CEO will not settle for anything less than superior. Yet, you have yet to deliver anything that even matches the quality of what exists on the market. But okay, you go, you know, you're going to definitely make it better. You know, sure, I believe that. Do you guys believe that? And when I said I believe that, it means I don't. I'm not believing a word. And if any of them saying, my gosh, I'm not even 40 minutes into this, and I'm just all wound up. Shit.
Noticed that when we were in O Connect, and I'm thinking, this is it. This is great. It's there's nobody even close. And when I hear, yeah, but it's not good enough, and we're always going to make it better.
Wait. Hey. Jelly Snack, you asked if they were using O Connect to stream, and they deleted your chat. What the fuck is that? I mean, honestly, what is that? Why would you delete something like that? That's a simple yes or no. I mean, the things that they will delete, that just makes them look guilty and jankier. I think Chalupa needs something. So I'm going to just click play. And if I get pissed off, I'm just going to get pissed off.
Hey, the people that collect from some statement like that is the consumer, us, and anybody that uses the tools and resources.
Okay, you're admitting that you're the consumer. I'm glad you did that, Marty, because y'all are. There's not a market for it outside of founders, in my opinion.
From Onpassive, when their competition is themselves, that's a beautiful thing. They're chasing themselves. So I'm stoked over that. I think when we did this 362 weeks ago, I think
You're stoked that they're in competition with themselves. I mean, they're not even able to play with anyone else or compete with anyone else because they're not even functional. That's the whole thing, that there's constant errors. And I think it has gotten worse. I mean, am I wrong about that? But it really feels like it's gotten worse.
I think it was
Just
now.
Chalupa.
We're asking people all over the world, how's it going? And they're going, I'm in. It worked. It's simple. It was really quick. I'm like, oh man, that's poetry to our ears, because that's if you can link the world, that's the most powerful thing you can do. And what happens when a company that's built with heart, and we know the love for each other and the family, when you can reach more and more people daily, clearly, communication's better. It's priceless for me. Brad, if you can add anything else, that would be great.
Yeah, yes, I will actually, because fully enough, we were talking, Andy and Pete on Andy's show last night. We were talking about OConnect and about how a business in a box it is already, and how much confidence I have now to go to people to say, we have this video conferencing platform called OConnect. Go and check it out. You are not going to be disappointed with it because of the functionality, how it looks, the video, the audio, all of these things combined. Now,
wait, have you been dealing with the same stuff that I've seen? I mean, you have been there and viewing it from being on panel. I mean, have you ever been on the other side and been an attendee? Because the visually, it's usually grainy. Audio is not all that good. Your backgrounds don't work. I mean, there's like so many different things, but you're going to sit here and be like, oh, it's fabulous. Yay, it's wonderful. No, it's not. It never has been. You've been lied to, and you're lying to people right now. It is none of those things. I had never seen it be any of those things. And, that's a shame. Let's see. The quality has certainly not improved, right, Steamship? Exactly. That's the thing, is that it hasn't improved. And they sit there and they are going to die on the hill that says that it has. And how could they verify that? They can't. They don't know how. But there are people that do know how to do that and can figure things out and can see what's actually going on and can, leak information too. That happens. Just saying, it happens. And Ash, by the way, you should be receiving a letter from my attorney soon, just so you know, just a heads up. You're welcome.
That to what else is out there in the market. We really are head and shoulders above what is there. Why?
Oh, wait. Okay. Manhan just said the Indian founders have been complaining about how much more data the new release is using, directly contradicting what they claimed on the P&G family reunion. Wow.
Because of the user experience. Now, user experience nowadays in the marketplace makes so much difference. People have choices all over the place to use what products they want to online. But the one thing that always stands out above and beyond anything else is the user experience. It's what people talk about. It's what people are.
And who's talking about it as being a positive thing? All of your dumbasses, that don't know shit, nor Shinola, about tech. And you will sit there. I'm pretty confident in saying that even if you're having a terrible experience, you're going to lie and say that it's fabulous because that's what Mr. Man wants to hear. And he's fine with you sitting there just lying to people. I mean, look at him. It's not like he's truthful.
Attracted to something is because they like it. You know, they like being on certain products and platforms and using them, etc. It's what they talk about at the end of the day. Now, OConnect is certainly one of these video conferencing platforms that people genuinely talk about. Why? Because of the functionality of it. That user experience is so much better than what you get normally off other video conferencing platforms. All of the functions are on one place, easy to identify, easier to spot. You can play with it. You have much more fun in the chat areas and how it all works and functions. Couple that with the dynamics of the audio and video, as you can see, crystal clear at the moment. If you've got a good camera, remember that is going to be coming as far as Onpassive is concerned as well. There is going to be hardware products that we can use to enhance the OConnect experience. This is all in the pipeline. I now have got 100% confidence to go to any of my friends and say, go and have a look at OConnect. You can use it for free, 14 days. If you like it, it's so cheap. It is absolutely ridiculous. Go and have a look at it. I was talking to a business about OConnect the other day. A friend of mine is a director of the largest timber yard in the UK. They make all fence panels, but they do business across Europe and into the Eastern Bloc. And they have many, many, many conferences every single day across Europe. And part of what they do is they exchange a lot of information of spreadsheets, presentations, designs, all these sort of things through their webinars that they do. But they have to use Dropbox because it's the only way that they can convert files so people can get it. So they have their webinar. They then get off their webinar. They have.
And CD, thank you for that in terms of saying not even in the top 10. If you Google best video conferencing software, that's because nobody in the tech industry knows that this company exists, much less that this thing called OConnect exists. They have no clue. It's not talked about in any of the forums. At least that this is what I've been told from, you know, people that I know in the tech field, people that are here that are in the tech field, people that I work with that obviously are in the tech field too. You know, it's just nobody knows your name. You know, that whole everybody knows your no one does.
Have to wait for the email, for the link to Dropbox so that they can download it. I said, you know that we've got OConnect. You can have your meeting, and whilst you're on your meeting, you can send to whoever you want the files that you need.
The next level.
Right there in front of you. Went, really? I said, yeah. If you've got a spreadsheet, if you've got plans, if you've got presentations that you want to send directly to somebody whilst they're on screen, we have that functionality. And he was absolutely blown away from it. Now, I've got him involved in this now. This is a multi-million pound business. He's trialing it at the moment to see if he can then approach his CEO to say, we're using a different one at the moment.
Who believes this conversation happened and that this person is going to go talk to someone? Who believes it? Does anyone? Anyone? Because here's the thing. Again, there's no public-facing documentation. Any company that would even think about looking at this would be looking for that. And they would also be asking the people that work in the tech department, have you heard about this? Nope, never heard about it. Well, why not? Why is that? Oh, they must not be a player. Don't know them. No one does. He'll probably be fired for being that stupid. I mean, yeah, if you are going to be like, oh, you know, we really need to switch over to OConnect. I mean, can you imagine anybody approaching the upper levels, the C-suite, with this idea of saying, hey, I think we should use this? Why do I just feel like they would just fall over laughing? Hey, we're nearly at an hour. We're getting close to it being an hour, you know, and it's taken me forever to get through this far. But we're doing it. We're doing it, guys.
I'm going to recommend this is OConnect. This is the confidence that I have in this product. It is going to be.
But who are you, Red? You saying that's the confidence I have in this product. Who in the hell are you for anybody to believe you? I mean, sure, all the other people who are founders that don't know better and they look at you as a leader, they're like, oh, Red said it, so it must be true. But in terms of the world doesn't know who the fuck you are, nor would they care because you don't have any authority in this space.
Used by so many businesses and individuals alike. Why? Because it really brings video conferencing to a much more lively, personal experience. You can integrate so many things and it's only going to get better. That's what.
And I am so sick that it gets better every day. How was something consistently not working with people still not being paid months later after they thought they were going to be paid in October? And here we are, you know, in the 4th month of the year. We're 6 months into this, right? 6 months into this. And everybody's like, yeah, we're good. We're good. It's okay. You didn't pay us. Well, it's okay. We'll wait. Because it just keeps getting better because you're not taking care of us. And we love it. We love the fact that you're not paying us. It's fantabulous. And we'll just keep telling everybody what a great thing it is. And nobody has mentioned about whether or not people can buy this with anything other than crypto. And if you know, do put it in the chat. Would they talk so hard about OConnect if it was $20 a month? I think they would talk hard about any product that they thought was a product that would make them money, that they would. Because that's what they have to offer after all these years. Is right now is something that still really isn't functional. Yeah, commissions would be a lot less. True.
I love about this is that this is raw at the moment. It is fantastic, but there is going to be so much more that is going to be added to this product. So we know there is auto translation. That was another thing that really put my friend's ears up as far.
This auto translation bullshit thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, can you imagine if that was actually happening? That it was, because there are plenty of languages that do not translate word for word. So how would you be able to auto translate? And then I guess they expect that, you know, people who know sign language are going to be, you know, signing too. And it's just all going to be seamless. And this, to me, sounds like a giant clusterfuck.
As this platform is concerned. Why? Because he does business all over Europe. He has to get translators in to translate stuff because their English isn't quite that good. Can you imagine having a multilingual meeting and you can just press a button? Yes, it's going to be text to or audio to text to begin with, but then it's going to be audio to audio. Can you imagine the scope that is going to increase people using OConnect because of that diversity? I absolutely love it, and I recommend so many people now to use OConnect. Back to you, Marty.
Wow.
Yeah. Ash, are you ready to come on, sir?
I was just testing my sound.
We can't hear you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, you know, I recommend it to people. I just tell them they got to try it. Well, there's no tutorials for anything. There's convoluted, you know, user guide. That's really not much help. How are they going to get a feel for it? They're just going to stumble across issue after issue after issue.
Commenting on Red. See, 2 in 1. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm ready if you want me to address anything specific. But the best part, Red, is you get paid. Not only you look sharp and you're doing good and a good favor to your friend.
You get paid, but they haven't. I mean, just to even say that. For you to even say, and you get paid. People aren't, Ash. Have you not realized that?
But also you get paid and they come on board. They save a ton of money for a better technology and they can also earn with you. Come on, guys.
Absolutely.
We knew what type of game we're getting into. So now let me try to get to understand this. How these people came in here? Can anyone speak from outside the four of us, let's say, the main speakers? How are you able to get in here? And if you intend to speak, like, is this a twist that you're using so we can kind of like clear that up? It's only happening on 360 for some reason.
ID number is Ash. They're using the OConnect ID number
From the
they're coming directly
dashboard,
in.
join event, and you put that. It brings you as a
Yeah.
speaker. Now, question
Absolutely.
to you, Mr. DeGarmo. When you created this, was it a webinar or a conference?
Webinar.
It sounds like a conference because it says, let's see, participants or speakers. And yeah, you're right, a webinar. Up to 10,000. And who was the genius guy that told you this time might work better? 10,000 people here.
Yeah.
Magic. We just talked about this on Thursday. This is what you get when you listen to me. Thank you.
And see, this is why I don't believe that there's actually 10,000 is the bullshit coming out of Ash's mouth. I think somehow they're making it appear as if, but I don't think that that is actually the real numbers. Because I would bet dollars to donuts that he would, do something like that to misrepresent what it is, to hype people up so they maintain their excitement about this janky ass product.
Thank you.
You know, we eventually do, Ash, right?
All
we
right.
eventually do. Yeah.
Everyone listens to Ash eventually.
Now, in front of everybody here, tax day is coming, and I think I qualify for salary
Night,
hike.
Joe. Sleep well.
Okay. So what you can do now is remove these and lock the room. You don't need any more. Lock the room. Or lock the room and start removing. You get it? So we can focus. I can hear somebody in Canada or India from here. Okay. Did you lock the room?
It's locked.
Perfect. Okay. Now, by the time you clean this up, nobody's going to be able to join. Okay, problem solved. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm telling you, $3.75 doesn't pay the bills anymore.
I would imagine not.
Okay, hopefully now you can focus. It's quieter. Got a couple more to go through. We had an incredible session just prior to coming here. Was dissecting all the elements in OConnect. And what's coming in the next couple of weeks is definitely refreshing. I agree with Red. We also feel the confidence. We feel the pride as well to tell our story. This is something that we created from scratch, like I said, labor of love, and the value is increasing constantly. So a few
Again, we created it from scratch. Really? So you're going to die on that hill, huh? That everything is from scratch. What's going to happen, Ashy Poo, when someone shows how that is not true? What you going to do then? When there is hard evidence of like everything you've said is a big fat lie. What then?
items are being fine-tuned, and then we will say we created something historical. Every day you probably saw some changes yesterday. Today a little bit. On Monday you're going to see a little bit more. The following Monday, no, the 18th. So skip the 15th. You're going to see that, and you're going to come to a point as what else you could do. Okay, well, we never run out of good ideas. So we have sharp people with us. We have a great desire to make something impactful. We will never run out of good ideas. You argue this, you agree, disagree with a few of our intelligent principals today. Just ahead of this session, they are so confident that what we have in hands what was being pushed live and what's live as of now is already exceeding what's available on the market. Don't take it from me, take it from the experts, and I'm sure they have their reasons. So everything is definitely improving. It's already.
You know what, Ash? I'll take my experts' word over your experts. That's all I'm going to say. And that's a mic drop. Because, again, lie. There's nothing but lies. Open his mouth, and what just falls out? Multiple lies. You know, it's just like keeping all of that together and everything. They used to be parts, now they're experts, right?
Already great. Okay, we could live with this, but why not if we can do more, especially within a short time? Now, I don't think you have to argue with me. You don't have to criticize or complain. If you really want to pay for this, you don't want extension, no problem. We'll just put a card payment there, and no problem. And
You're going to put a card payment there. Can you accept card payments right now? Because, I mean, I smell bullshit. And you know what? I just broke out my calculator. It's not adding up, sir. It's not adding up. Math ain't mathing with what you're saying.
this is worth $5,000. Just to let you know, this is worth 5,000 US dollars every month. What you have in hand, and in my opinion, in fact, I agree. If you say, I got used to this already within a couple of months. We've been using this for a while. As it gets better, we're more comfortable with this than any other application. I really don't like when some other meetings, external meetings and all of that, we still have to use other platforms, not just one, different ones, and really doesn't feel good. Especially you get.
Well, if you actually had a working product, then maybe you wouldn't have to. But the fact that it has yet to function as you have said it will, that's the problem. You know, stop trying to put down other platforms, because those other platforms deliver. What are you delivering? I mean, you're going to say, oh, it's above market value. Based on what? How are you measuring that? Because I'm going to tell you, my measuring stick is going to be much different than yours. Because you're probably just looking into a money bag, is what my guess is, like what everything that you've collected, be it Bitcoin or dollars or who knows, maybe even Monopoly money.
Used to something, it's much easier to upgrade than downgrade. We got used to something very user friendly. We already know our features and all of that. We're more comfortable with OConnect. So the extension doesn't mean there is delay or something. It's just a culture of love that we practice in Onpassive. We look out for the people. We want you to enjoy the value for as much as possible. Now, this is being extended for those who already paid. And we're known for always over delivering. So you were supposed to get this for a 3-month launching deal.
Okay, guys, they're known for always over delivering. Who is buying that bucket of hooey? It's who you've sold it to, Ash. It's like all of your little founders. Is the rest of the world? No, they're not satisfied with that. And they would just be like, peace out. This is maddening.
Some of you ended up having that for 6 months. Is that a bad thing? It's probably not wise for the company because we're paying the bill. We've talked about this before.
Are we supposed to feel sorry for the company because the company's paying for all of it? It's not any of their fault that you can't get this operating in the way that you build it. Because you built it up and built it up and built it up, and then it comes out. And, you know, we already have clips of Marty and Chris saying that it's crap. And you making this upgrade, whatever you did to it cosmetically, no. that has not like gone like, wow, what a difference. You are fooling people into thinking there have been technological updates when there haven't been.
It is not free for us, but if you get that, what you paid for 3 months, you get 6 months. Not a bad deal. Now, don't take me wrong. We want to be able to offset the cost and be compensated for our hard work. But we just have our way of thinking. I don't want to get into that now publicly. Why we?
Ash, I believe you have been compensated. What, $108 million compensated? You know, I believe you've at least been compensated with that. Probably more than what is in the SEC's claim. You know, because you got all that Bitcoin and stuff going on, got that crypto, and think you're so slick, but your ass might need another greasing.
We think so. We pledged to clear some steps in the way before moving to the next one and all of that. And just, I don't know. It's a principle we have that we would like to stick to our guns and keep our word at any cost. So it's a little costly for us. Shouldn't be a bad thing. It's a gift, as Mr. DeGarmo said. You should enjoy it. And it's not going to be here forever. I said the account that you have is 5,000 US dollar. Do your own research and search. You will find out this is about without any addition. Okay, so just to get a plain, what do you call it? Video conferencing platform. Anyway, so you are going to see also now that we have a report for those who host webinars. After the webinar is finished, you will have a report. Now more data is going to start showing, such as your attendees list, now showing name and mail. Okay, then coming up, country, IP address, the duration they stayed in, any activities they've taken, whether it's a poll or a call to action or any participation they take through the session. So there's so much work that is happening. We pay for that. So I hope you enjoy it while it lasts. It's not going to be free forever, but it's not going to be $5,000. We may have smaller packages. You just pay for what you need. At the moment, a minimum of let's not say a minimum, but about 2,000, depending on the day of the week. Like Easter Day was a slow day, holiday, Sunday, but about 2,000 webinars are being hosted on OConnect on daily average. People are using it. Obviously, they come back and they use it, and it's not blinking with that many. You see 10,000, nothing happens. We already know what would happen if we have 10,000 on another platform. Not only your pocket is going to sting, okay, really hard, but also to start fluctuating after a certain number. We know that. So for OConnect, one more time, we have great assurance that this will be a historical game changer in terms of video conferencing.
Okay, shouldn't it have been when it was released, what, originally in December of 2022, and then when you had this like public launch thing that happened on September 1st of 2023, and then what you've done now is like an upgrade, I guess, but it really isn't one. I mean, none of this is making sense. Again, I'm getting my calculator out. Math ain't mathing. None of what you're saying works. It doesn't jihad, as my mama would say.
And following that will be similar quality when it comes to the following products. We mentioned something on the last 360, which was an odd time where probably 3,000, 4,000 people were there, like on Thursday, 2 p.m. Who does that? Okay.
You've been doing it at that time for a long time. So, I mean, yeah. Who does it at 6 a.m. Eastern time? But if you are not really marketing to the US, why would you have anything available at a decent hour for the US? You know, you're going to make it, you're going to, I guess, play to your audience. And, you know, you just have a very small part of the world that, you know, may have heard of you, and you're like making these weird deals behind, you know, closed doors somewhere. And, you know, greasing each other's palms is the only thing I can think of, you know.
And we mentioned that there is, again, the competence and progress with uh, logistics. I don't need to mention that. That will basically is fixing and troubleshooting that's been taking place for a while, preventing us from moving ahead on the next, I don't know, a number of steps almost simultaneously. Okay, but once we just take care of this one little, I would say, a bump in the road, which is man-made.
A bump. Let me ask you guys this. Do you get annoyed when he is like, he does something like, but okay? That's one of his catchphrases that it just annoys me. When he'll say the other one that annoys me, and I'll point it out. But it's like, oh my gosh. And if we were playing a drinking game and we took a shot every time he says either of them, we would all be passed out before we even started drinking, because it's like, it's just overwhelming.
Made, duh. Okay, it's not a nature disaster. Somebody did it, and things are really promising. I don't want to say a time, like I said last time, we cannot give time, but even yesterday we got even better news. Okay, just about any time, we're gonna come up with breaking news, give you a very, very positive update that we all will like, would breathe, and definitely just leave everything behind us and move on to the fun part and the excitement.
Leave everything behind you. Huh. That's a really interesting choice of words. Leave everything behind you. Hmm. So, who's having to leave something behind? And what are they leaving? Because I feel like there's more to the story, and that they think they know what it is, but it's not. And I think I have a better guess at it than what they think they know, meaning these, you know, yahoos on the screen, other than the big yahoo.
Guys, I don't want to add too much here. It's 6 o'clock for some people, and they're still yawning, some of the speakers, and I don't know. But I'm fired up. I love what I saw now. And I just tell you, we will never, never give up. We don't quit. We don't slow down. What I said all the time.
And so if you never quit, you never do. It's like, well, how come you have not been able to create something that fucking functions? And how come you are not able to get people paid? Because I have a feeling that what you're saying is only part of the story. I mean, it never should be functioning like this. People should have been paid from jump. And the fact that it's going on this long, I mean, oh my gosh, I really can't believe that there's hundreds, thousands of people going, I'm good. Yeah, I'll just keep following this guy wherever he goes, as long as he's talking. Yeah, I'm there. I believe him. Oh, it's been 20 years. Yeah, you know, it's just going to be a little bit more, a little bit longer, because we're still testing it. We're going to get there. It's a done deal.
If you haven't heard me saying it, we're doing this 100% at any cost, to the point either we do it or die. There's no chance. Okay, so we're doing it. We will definitely give you some good news shortly, just about any time. So stay close.
What does that
if you're
mean?
busy with something,
We're going to give you some good news shortly, just about any time. That doesn't even make sense. That's not even a sentence. And he speaks like that all the time. It drives me nuts.
something, God bless you, God be with you. If you're wasting your money on something that is probably not giving you results, it's time for you to rethink that. We are not.
Oh, you mean like hanging on to Onpassive because people are not getting results because they're not being paid? Yeah, maybe they should move on to something else and not get, caught up in these scammy things anymore. Because according to the SEC, they have called you out for being a pyramid scheme.
Charging you, to be honest with you. Hopefully we're giving you a good value and being a part of something really promising, really promising. The least I can say is going to be disruptive. It's going to be competitive. Yeah, we made some mistake. Others try to probably intentionally create some mistakes for us, all of that. But at the end, it's not an easy task. It's basically, to me, it's like a war. Okay. And that's why I say, do it or die, do it or die. Okay. So I return it back to the three leaders, whoever want to take it back. I'm not sure if this is all I want to do. Yeah, so the extension is not a negative thing. OConnect is shaping up really good. It's already close to perfect, but it's just about to be superior to anything ever.
It's about to be superior. We were told a long time ago that it was superior to everything on the market. And now you're saying it's just about. So at what point were you lying, then or now, or both?
Were created in that arena. Believe it or not, you don't have to believe it. We're just living it. And if you don't join it, okay, blow your money away on something stupid. Okay, don't worry. And
when I see these jackasses laugh at that, it's like, you know what? They're really the ones who are the jackasses, aren't they? Because I have a feeling they're going to be finding out sooner rather than later that this is not what they think it is. They're never going to make a dime from this. Well, I mean, he paid them that one time. Do I expect for them to get, ongoing large chunks? No. Do I think that it's possible that they have been paid under the table, be it crypto or in some other way? Yes, I think it's possible. Am I saying that's happening 100% of the time? Like I know for a fact, no, I'm not, but I would not be surprised.
we already gathered pretty much everything you might wish,
Right?
or
Like Nilo life.
just more, taking it to the next level, basically small things that will make it even a better, almost a perfect user experience. Okay, when it comes to click it, I don't need to go over that technical things now. You're just going to see it shortly in a matter of days. All of that happening. Not that it's something problematic or we have an issue and all of that. We're talking about perfecting, improving. We have been using this. We learn as we go. We create. We pause. We assess. We improve. We implement different scenarios. So great news on the way, guys. Make sure you
Also,
stay close. I really think you should stay close at this time. We're gonna surprise you with some stuff.
it's Christmas.
What's coming? Pretty much. I don't want to say the date, but obviously this month I do hope that sooner than later. I don't want to put a date or anything. It will be guaranteed the best update so far in 2024, and that will get so many things unstuck, untangled, and move forward. What else I was going to say? Oh, Susie McKay, where's she?
And why are they like little bobbleheads just, nodding along? I swear that would be such great merch, is having the three of them as bobbleheads. Now, granted, they would have to be made to not look exactly like them, because I wouldn't want to get caught up on, the likeness of. But, there could definitely be something that's comical made.
She's supposed to be awake. That's why we changed the timing for her. I'm just guessing, messing up with you. So, we should definitely fix that thing. So now I get it. Why would they come join an event and copy the ID? The ID is not sure. I get it. Okay. They come in as speakers. Should be an easy thing.
It's really all your fault because it doesn't happen any other time than when you're not on here. It's an Ash fault.
Focus.
Oh no. Here we go.
Yeah. Anything else you suggest for our Connect? That wish list, other than what we're aware of, the AI features, all of that.
Also,
FYI, that stands for your information. Speech to speech, Hindi. Just 2 weeks ago, because of the reliance of the available technologies, it was at 60% accuracy. As of today, it was in the 90%. I'm not talking about the dummy stuff that you get on a generic platform where it's a little, or not a little, it's way off actually sometimes. And we're happy. So that should be over, the different languages. We're just going to have to implement them in a more human way, or humanized, so the accuracy will be there.
what
As
is
Susie got
human? What? No one should have to. I think I've said this before. You should not have to take out some kind of like translation, like Ash translation dictionary to figure out what the fuck the man is saying.
got booted out from her connection, and we locked the room so she can't get big. And I have a suggestion. Is there a way that you can just lock it where people can't come onto the panel and people can still flow into the attendees?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do whatever you like. Yeah.
I don't know if that's there or not. A lot of people have suggested that.
Yeah, we are down to 6,000 since, or 6.6 for some reason since I start talking. Right? Yeah, 6.5.
Do you want Susie on here? Because you have to unlock it, and you're gonna have people coming in.
I'm not the host. I am not controlling this session.
Marty sends. Oh, she can't get in no matter what, even if you send her the link.
So the main thing, the speakers. Okay, how do you feel? For Red should be normal time, I guess.
It's absolutely fantastic for me. 11 a.m. Perfect.
We made one person happy today.
I love it. No, I love it. I get up this
Yeah, Marty's normally up early.
You wanted a 7, 8?
No.
I mean, listen, we maxed out. Okay, this room has 10,000 capacity. We touched the roof. Okay, that's it.
Yes, we did.
That's what happened when you listen to me.
So this pay rise, Ash, you're talking about, are we talking a big increase here or just a couple of bucks?
$3.56.
I think we have to get in the 4.
Oh, no way.
Monhun, no, I never can pronounce that company. Nvidia, I never know how to say it. Aren't people working on creating other chips so that they're not having to be as reliant upon that company for chips, for data centers or something like that? I believe I read something about that this past week, or maybe it was last week. But I came across it. And if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. You bought pirated DVD box set of The Sopranos when you were in Iraq. Each time they said Adriana's name, the Indian subtitles showed Adriana, my most favored concubine. Wow, that's funny.
I don't know.
Big jump, but
We're gonna have to.
3.65 is not.
I think
big.
to afford it, we're going to have to increase Chris's subscriptions to his YouTube channel to get into double figures, into 10.
We're gonna have to have a core international meeting on this pay structure. It's got to be an executive decision, you know.
First time in 5 years as well. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So it took you like a year, Chris, for the first 5 subscribers?
Yeah, I mean, I think they just maybe had some kids in the process, and they come on there. They doubled up. I'm doing halfway decent. I'm the low guy in the total poll, but that's okay.
Are Cody and Evan from those?
Yeah, I got him on there. Probably
Okay.
watching right now. Oh, I listen. I have a lot of subscribers in Onpassive. I love my YouTube, but I'd rather build my my clientele up in a passive than YouTube. So, but I do like YouTube. It's fun.
That's great.
How's your family doing? I see you got the sniffles again. You getting sick on me again or what?
Yeah.
Just Florida weather, man.
Oh, just a little allergy. Yeah. The what do you call that? The
Pollen.
pollen. Yeah, not the airborne. Yeah. So
It's gonna get cooler the next couple of days. I think today's the last hot day, maybe rain, and then
yeah, if it rains a couple of times, that it will wash it
73.
away. Yeah.
dropping down to 70. Hate to say this to my Michiganders, it's dropping
No,
down
it's
to
in the
72
80s now. It
degrees.
should be in the 80s.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's hot right now. I tell you that.
Hey, Ash, should I stop the recording?
I think so. Unless you have a topic you want me to address, I'm happy to do so. Hit me. Don't worry. Anything. Yeah.
You guys want to hit him with something?
Yeah. Hold on, let me go get it.
Not with a hammer. No. Okay. I think we're good. We can just hang out for a few and call it a 360. Again, if you have any suggestion for Connect, happy to do so.
Hey,
But
as far
for
as
example, the OMail address, we're removing that from anywhere. It shouldn't be there, okay? I'm sure you expect that, okay? Just to keep it clear. Yeah, things like that. You know, when you click on the attendees, for you to minimize it, sometimes you want to minimize it, right? You need to go back to the icon at the bottom. Now, we're creating something at the top where you have the locked meeting. Conveniently, you can close it from there, just like a chat. There's an X. See, things like that, okay? This is like,
He's so proud of himself.
I don't want to say like Kobe cows, you know Kobe?
Kobe beef, yeah?
Yeah, Wagyu. Some people you can close your ears. It's like spoiling them and massaging them and all that. They're
Massaging them with
alive.
beer, yeah.
Yeah, they're alive. Put music for them, I think.
Yeah.
Play music. I mean, they're good. They're healthy. They're eating. They're edible, or I shouldn't say edible.
Here he goes.
Some people worship them. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to just steer the focus. Just in general, I'm happy most of them didn't know what we're talking about. Basically, we're just spoiling as pampering. Okay. The application is functional. It's usable. Everything. So that's the type of stuff that we're adding.
Well, I mean, the cool thing with Connect, or even Onpassive in general, is it's got the new car smell every day.
There you go. Yeah.
It does. I mean, it's brand new every day. You come in, there's something new. If you want to find
Right.
it, it's there. Yeah.
Now, oh, by the way, on Monday you should have that. Monday or the 18th. Okay, forget the time, but you're gonna have also changing the. Yeah, I think on Monday or the 8th. Yeah, Monday 8th. Will be on the camera where you have the option to choose your resolution. The following week, again another week, it will give you the option to preview the virtual background.
Okay, wow. You can choose your resolution. Like, that's novel. Is that what we're going with? Are people going to go, wow, no one ever thought of that?
You should be able to preview it and see the quality. Test your camera. It's not going to be visible to anyone else but yourself.
Oh,
And
nice.
if this is what you select, so it's going to give you the thumbnails. You choose, okay, your selection.
Absolutely.
Things like that. As of yesterday, when you share screen, if you want to test it out now, okay. Just anyone, do you have anything? Just share any window.
Go ahead, Marty or Red.
The host, anybody. Just open something, an image or something. I want everybody to see what we're talking about.
Are one of you going to share your screen?
Yeah, I'm just doing it now.
Okay.
Not quick enough for Mr. Johnson. Right?
No, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Could have him do it, but I don't know if we're sitting there for 10 days.
Okay. When it's on, I'll tell you what to.
Sorry, I was doing a file share.
Take your time, Red.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know
I
something
know
to
something.
shoot, yeah?
I'm trying to find. I know.
It's between the people and the camera, Red. The
I was on
people
the
in
wrong
the
bit,
camera.
sorry.
Wipe clean my camera. I'm clean, aren't I?
Didn't pop yet. I guess stop and do it again, or maybe what you selected.
No, I'm doing it now for you.
You're fired.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you. That's good enough. Okay, good idea. So, okay, you see at the top corner we have that full screen, right? You can make a full screen.
Yeah.
Okay, you can minimize that. But when you're prompting that, did it give you options?
Yeah. It gave you all the options of tabs you wanted to have on your screen right now. You could select either one of those. So that was pretty cool. So on a drop down.
But also, if you try another selection to give us, you could just show the same window. It will give us the option also to have full screen or hide the panel.
Okay, let me just try something.
I think you might want to stop this and come back.
Okay, let me do that. So on the share, I've got window, entire screen. You can select either tab, window, or entire screen.
Tab, do you have to, let's see. Okay, so that's the same. Try a different selection.
Okay, try that then. That's entire screen now.
Gotta take this out.
And that's window. So let me just try one more again. Right, let me stop that, and I'm going to go to a different share.
Okay.
Is that changed?
Didn't come in yet.
Yeah, it's still showing the same, isn't it? With us either side, so I can see it on here. Is that any different?
No. I will have to demonstrate that.
Okay.
On another occasion. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll, like I said, we have a few things to do here, and then we'll just make a session, a complete walkthrough for everybody. But once we add what we have to add, first you will be having on a local device recording, which captures everything, and following that, the cloud one. But it will be capturing everything, like all the activities you do throughout the session will be captured. So, for example, like if you're you could record this on your machine, then upload it to YouTube. You're gonna have everything, and then we're gonna not suppress. I'm gonna say we're gonna exclude a few elements not to be shared to the public, like the menu, all of that, or not to be captured in the recording.
Oh, beautiful. It's a good idea, yeah.
So, last question to my American brothers: did you get enough sleep?
Never.
So you're gonna be cranky every time we do it at 6 o'clock?
I'm not cranky. I feel good.
You feel good? Okay.
Yeah, I feel good.
Don't worry, Ash. Me and Marty and Chris will have a meeting straight after this. And me and Marty yesterday sent Chris to sleep 3 times.
While we were talking to him, I said, "What is that noise?" And Chris was snoring
3 times.
That's how boring me and Red are. That's how boring we are.
Boring. I'm listening to them.
I mean, some people don't fall online speaking to their spouses, so you're very special.
I was when I texted with Ash. Once you two book snores got me falling asleep. Ash was texting me right after that. I was wide awake. I said, Red said, "What are you falling asleep? Yeah, only listening to you two. Once you hang up, I'll be wide awake again."
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Chris, we were talking about Onpassive, so it can't have been that boring.
I hear everything you guys say. I was watching my eyes.
No, actually, 3 times, and then he goes, "Was I snoring?" I go, "Oh my gosh, yeah."
I wish I'd have taped it.
But how could you wake him up? The speaker's open.
We started yelling.
Yeah, the speaker was open, so I went, Chris.
Okay. Hope his
Sound
battery doesn't die.
Sound like a freaking grizzly bear in a cave.
I was digging up trees all day. I was trying to replant them. A little toasted, so it's been hot here. You know, it's hot in Florida.
But there's one thing you know for sure. Yes, you snore.
I
Okay.
snore.
Oh man, I
got
didn't know what it was. It sounded
deviated
like
septum.
a Mack truck going by without an exhaust pipe or something. Like that.
Funny stuff.
Oh.
I admit it was funny, but I did hear everything YouTube. I mean, if you guys talked about late night fishing or posts, you guys are technical with the computers. And I keep thinking of the Wizard of Oz, Red, because I know that wizard is behind that curtain behind you because she keeps popping in and out. You know the Wizard of Oz and the curtain?
Now he's calling Jane a wizard.
Nobody else was
That's all I
laughing.
could think about when I seen that curtain open. I was doing the same thing with mine. My dog's back here snoring away. That's my dog snoring, you heard some. But I think this is a good time. A lot of people are sending me stuff. A lot of reasons we didn't do it at 8 o'clock is because Marty's kids are getting off to school. That's why a lot of people are requesting 8 o'clock. But you guys already know his house is crazy as it is just with Marty in there when you add his kids.
You can always change it around. Like you see, it just it looks like right now most people come on the live session. Perhaps I'm sure same people will watch it anyway once it's live. But you never know if it's going to be captured properly on the recording, or it's better to watch the live. Yeah, nothing like the original.
Hey, question from Julie Wen. You ready?
Who's Julie Wen?
My other sister.
Where is Julie? Strike.
She's at home. It's early in the morning for her, but
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
real early for her.
It's
3 o'clock in the
4 o'clock.
morning.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
she said when you share the screen, you can only share it to all and speakers at this point. Question: can we add a function to share to individually?
To select people, Julie, to who you want to share with,
Like if I just wanted to share a screen to you, I think that's what she's saying from here.
Ooh.
then yeah, then you just need to have a session with me only. So if it's a webinar, it's no. I don't think. Now, let me phrase that properly. Okay, technically it's possible, but it's not. It doesn't make sense from a user experience standpoint. Yeah.
I fired her.
But I like to maybe give her some hint. Okay, we're gonna have backstage like a green room, and you can just go back. Let's say we are 2 speakers or 4 speakers here. 2 of us need to get to the back, like be right back. Okay, function. But 2 will be invisible, but yet they can still communicate through Connect. They don't have to go. Right now, what we do is, let's say we're with the team. 2 of us need to have a side conversation. We keep it there, we mute, and get on the phone. You've done that, right? Okay. So we should be able to do that through Connect, but not sharing that conversation with everybody.
Beautiful.
For any
Let me-
reason
Idea
they
for
choose.
business.
Let me add to that.
That's
I mean,
brilliant for business.
would it be possible then? Let's say myself, Chris, and Red come on here
Yeah,
to do.
multiple. Yeah.
No, but I mean, we come on to do the live. We're not ready to go live. Is there an area we can chat?
But it's open. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
Also, we added something again. Can you help me? Anybody can speak like a King language, where I'm trying to say it's not necessarily perfecting, but how are we pampering? Is it a proper word to use?
Pampering?
Okay.
What?
Spoiling.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay. Kobeing. Okay. So what we're doing is we're just, I don't know. It's not improving because there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, we have to pick up a dictionary and find a word. Okay, that's what happened when you talk about Onpassive.
Just stick it in front of something.
You're updating the Rolls Royce.
There you go. There's an idea. You just said an idea, Ash. Ash, you
What's
just said an idea. Put a dictionary on here, and you just have to click on the dictionary, and you can look it all up together. If you ever have a word, you want to explain it to me?
I love that. Yeah, wow. Okay, for
You said it. You said it. I just heard it. See, I pay attention like the other 2 goofballs.
Well, which dictionary? Hindi?
Yeah, well, you're going to have different. Well, it depends how many people go through
Vietnamese.
the webinar.
Chris,
Yeah,
when's the
so
last time you
back
touched the
to
dictionary?
the point. Like we're adding value to it. We're stacking the cool. Okay, if you want to talk my language. Okay, so you know how on the dashboard right now you got to select conference or webinar, give it a name, date, time and date. Okay, click generate a link and all of that. But sometimes I want to have a conversation with Mr. Redfern. Okay, or 3 of us or 5 or 7, we're okay. So let's hop on a connect. I don't need to go through the boring stuff, 3 clicks or 4 clicks to create a webinar. It will be an option where you can start an instant session.
Oh,
You
wow.
click there, you're live, okay? You're in, and from there, okay, you copy the link and
Oh, wow.
share it with them, okay?
Wow. Awesome.
1 click, that's the deal.
No,
So
that's
this is
awesome.
kind of unique. Yeah, this is
That's a
unique.
big deal.
Yeah.
Already mine's racing of all the stuff you can
Yeah.
do with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like, for example, sharing the file, okay? I don't think there's any other platform that has it, okay?
Not at anything at this speed. I've never seen anything upload this quick. Never.
Simple, okay?
Yeah.
But you could see how thoughtful it is. And
So it would be a bit like on Messenger, for instance, if you're doing a video call, one-to-one or whatever, click, and you're both on, if you're using Connect off a mobile.
yeah, we give it
Wow.
different, just for, the first phase, which is not going to take a while, okay? It will be just click, and let's say you are opening that session. The 3 of us, are on a different platform. You just give us the link or whatever, or you invite us. You have us in your contacts, but you are there. You don't have to type. So it will be like a general, generic, if you wish, universal title. You don't have to title it. The time will be selected, all of that, which is kind of like now, okay? Instant, all of that. Okay, so things of that nature, just taking
Convenience.
it to the next level. Yeah,
Convenience, yeah. So that's-
yeah, more convenience, more easy.
It goes back to what I was saying initially about OConnect, is the user experience is far superior to anything else out there, and this is just going to get better and better and better.
Oh God,
You know,
stop it. Well, this is just going to get better and better and better. Because it doesn't. Oh, good Lord. I'm so tired of hearing that. I'm really about, I just want to punch someone the next time I hear that. Not that I'm going to, but it's just annoying me. And tonight, it's annoying me like extra.
because anything that makes the user experience either easier or more functional has got to be a good thing, because it shows how inefficient other ones are.
Oh yeah, I mean, just inviting people on and letting them go loose on their own. If they're in another platform, they're done. They'll switch. You don't even have to talk them into it. Yeah.
As an attendee is different. Okay, for example, you don't know what happens behind the scene, but if you own an account, okay, I don't mean an attendee account. If you have like a paid account with any other platform, as a host, as an account owner, get in the back office and see how good luck to get things right away on the spot. You're gonna have to trial and error, test, look for things around, and sometimes you don't find them. You're gonna have to ask, or good luck with some support. But you can get lost.
Actually, you only have to, if you want to know how inefficient other video conferencing platforms are as far as usability is concerned, anybody can do this. Go to YouTube.
What? So he's saying how unusable other products are, and your precious OConnect is superior. Who has seen anything superior? Anyone? Bueller? Yeah. Didn't think so.
And whatever your video conferencing platform you're using right now, and type into YouTube how to use whatever video conferencing platform you are, and look at the amount of views those videos have got from people who want to find out how to use that platform. It will blow your mind. I can assure you, it will be in the millions of people that have viewed these videos to how to use the platform. Now, as a user, that can't be good, can it? Because if they're having to go to a different platform or a different video to try and find out how to actually use the thing.
Okay, this is driving me crazy. If they have to go somewhere else to find how it works, there's nothing that provides that kind of support to the user for any of your products, other than the janky ass user guide that's not public facing, which at the very least, the guides should be. There's no technical documentation. I mean, there's so many problems. There's just so many problems. And you think you're superior. Red, you're not. None of this is superior. You're just saying it because that dude up above you has just said it a bazillion times and y'all have just run with it as if it's gold.
That you want to use, that from a usability point of view can't be good.
Well,
But
here's the other thing, Red. Here's the other thing. The people that are doing that, there's twice as many that don't know how to go to YouTube to go look. So they'll never get any answer. You know?
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? You get a lot of answers. You get a lot of answers. Okay, Monhun just said, wow, Red, there's tutorials for nearly anything and everything on YouTube. Maybe you should produce those tutorial videos promised years ago and Onpassive too, and have help videos on, and we'll have helpful videos on YouTube. Exactly. For me, like when I want to know how to do something in Storyline, and it's not one of the regular things, I'm trying to like do something a little extra fancy, I find stuff on YouTube. And then oftentimes I will find that there are files that I can download that, you know, are basically like a template so that I can look at and see, okay, like, okay, I can do it this way and I can basically repeat what it was. So I all of this garbage, just garbage, 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 and more garbage.
About that question, Chris, you text me the second part, the recurring meeting. We already have that. Okay.
Okay.
Which is template. Go to the dashboard. If you use something, you can select to make it a template, meaning you could use it again. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just sending you some. Yes, there's a lot of people sending me stuff. So.
I appreciate it. Okay, but also I don't want you to be. It's easier for me to look and what I've seen something like 5-10 years ago with something else and tell you that. I don't think we want to do that. It's basically repeating something that we're trying to part away from. Okay.
Good answer.
And you know, it doesn't mean it's good for us. So or it's necessary. So let's keep it the way we're doing it. We're hands on. If it's needed, we'll add it because sometimes more is less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And less is more. Okay. Vice versa. So it's it doesn't mean you pack it and jam it and make it complicated. Oh, you have a I would say attractive application. No, simplicity is key here, guys. When it
Absolutely.
comes to technology, yeah. Then once that is confirmed, then you add the AI components, and then it will know your settings. For example, like then you add that component. Let's say something that you're a person who likes full screen by default. So you've done it for the last 20 meetings, let's say now. AI, machine learning will know that, okay, well, Mr. DeGarmo prefers to have it full screen. Okay, we're going to throw that in. And it happens. So that's how you just like make it easier, better, and you can always control it your way. But I think it's really simple. There's no other application that on one dock, okay, which is that menu, you have everything. You don't have to go to the back. You don't have to search or type or read that fine print everywhere. Yeah, it's just simple. Microphone and camera.
Talking of the dashboard on OConnect, we've got all the icons at the moment at the bottom. Are they going to be color coded in the future, do you think?
So you mean in session right now here?
Yeah, in session right now. At the bottom, obviously, you've got the different icons for the different features that are there on the dashboard. Are they going to be color coded? Because at the moment, they're obviously just grey and whites.
Well, mine, for example, like they are gray. Yeah, well, that it's like a space color. It's space gray. Okay, and the background is kind of like light black or darker gray.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're all the same color, and if you have different colors for the different icons, you get used to those colors and then be able to go straight to them a lot easier because they'll stand out from the other ones.
Yeah, I hear you. That's how we had them first. When you hover on them, then they become like that. You know what?
Absolutely.
We thought it's more comfortable for the eye not to have it like a salad color. Okay. But since you brought it up, I like salad, so why not?
Leroy,
I was just.
Go ahead, Red.
No, go. Yeah. You go.
Yeah, we can give it a touch. Yeah, or shades. Yeah, sure.
Or maybe do a poll. Do a poll.
Good idea. You're gonna be on a Chris webinar where you have a massive audience
Yeah.
of
math.
4 and 2 minors. Are they allowed to vote?
Who can't write.
2 toddlers, I guess, or maybe a toddler.
You're muted, Marty.
You're
Thank
muted.
God. Thank
Careful.
God.
You don't say 2, you say 50% to make it sound better, you know.
There you go.
50% of my viewing, yeah.
Hey, real quick, Raj, since you did us a favor today, I want to, guys, you don't have to keep sending me things because there's too much you're sending me. Most of the stuff's been addressed. He said, "Hey, Ash, what?" That's Niraj. I'm doing a Niraj thing. What is the difference between a webinar and a conference? Which one would you suggest? Any striking difference between the two? I think that's a fair question.
Yeah, simple.
Yeah.
Conference is up to 100 people. If you want basically people to be speakers only, you don't want people just to be attendees. That's why we call them participants. The list of attendees in the webinar, we call them attendees because all they can do is attend. Okay, they are participants in a conference. So if you have a fewer crowd and everybody's welcome to speak,
If
you want to go conference.
fewer
But
crowd,
it's recommended you know those people and you're giving them a permission to participate / speak. If it's a bigger crowd, okay, say thousands,
not a fewer
you want
crowd.
to have.
Is it just me, or do you feel that this man has not mastered the English language? Because he says things in such a very odd way. And some of it reminds me when I am reviewing colleagues' documents that I work with, and they're not like native speakers. And they're using a word in English in a way that a native speaker never would use that, or they would never say that particular word in that way. And it's just always a little bit like, what are you trying to say? I don't quite get it. And I feel like I'm doing that constantly with Ash. Do you guys feel like he has ever mastered the language? And maybe it's me. Maybe I just do not have the capacity to understand what the man is saying. Although there's plenty of other people all over the planet that I get right away. But with him, I fail to grasp much of what he says. I always feel like I am going in circles, chasing my tail, actually looking for my tail, thought I caught it, thought I saw it, didn't, because it's like, I feel like I'm always all over the place with this man, and that he never really finishes a complete thought. Again, or is this just me? Because it could be, and I'm fine with that. But that's just, I'm giving you guys my impression.
Have a webinar, easy. And just a couple to speak, yeah. So if the expected audience is greater than 100, you definitely want to go a webinar. So I tell you what, for example, when we do team meetings, for example, we're sometimes 20 or something, okay, internally, okay, for the or management or something. So we come to the meeting all as speakers. So we do a conference. We rarely use a webinar because everybody's participating.
Mm-hmm. Who did that poll? You read or Ash?
New Jersey.
Oh, DeGarmo?
Oh, the color, that's spelled in English way.
Is that UKian language? Oh, I love that UKian.
Who did it? Red, right?
They had to have been red.
Yeah, that'll be me, and it's colours spelt correctly.
Yes, it is British. I know. We don't use you. In India, they use you. As well. Yeah. Here it's like color. Okay.
Colour. Oh, the Canadian way.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, is that new Marty function getting closer? That Marty function that just happened, that background noise suppressor?
The Marty function, you mean
That's
what do you
when
want
the child wakes up. Yeah.
hit her in the head with a frying pan? That's only, how am I going to do that?
That's the sound of a child or a wild child waking up.
Yeah, by
Man,
the
they
way,
wake up
they
with
don't
energy,
care
right?
about webinar or conference, okay? Just right now.
Should be called the Marty function. I think so. Again, red?
No. I was just getting the. I was just trying to get the. It was definitely from the poll. I was just getting the information. So definitely a lot more people said.
So it's not holding, Red? It's not holding? Are you, or somebody else is controlling that? So it doesn't.
No, I just did it, but I turned it off. So,
you did, okay.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Yeah, give it some thought, and sure, it's easy to add some color to it. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will we be able to get time duration of conference more than 1 hour in the future? Does that make sense to you?
Okay, can you log in your account? Who? I think Marty is the host.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
So go to your back office, Chris. You don't have to show.
It's Wasim Anwar would like to know. You know Wasim.
Yeah. You should go. Because I don't want to check my account. It's unlimited.
You can go many hours.
Yeah, you have to put. That's why I want him to go. Wasim, open your dashboard. This is the meeting. Okay, this is the actual event. Dashboard is when you click "Oh, connect" from the ecosystem. So you're gonna go there. Okay, create a session or event.
He's checking it.
So new event. And you have the date. You select the date. Are you aware that you can click on that calendar?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same for conference.
And you can modify the time by the minute, not only by the hour, by the minute. The duration, it comes in 1 hour by default, but you can click that up and you can even make it 3 minutes, okay?
Just remember to hit reply when you're done. So it locks it in. You have to lock it in. Otherwise, it goes back to 1 hour.
Apply exactly after you do it. Well, it doesn't go back. Yeah, you got to apply your choice. Okay.
It goes back to default. Yeah, that's all. It's simple. Both of them do it.
So you can select 15 hours. You can select whatever. Or select whatever. Let me see. I was able to add.
Yeah, guys, I know that someone is live streaming this.
I was able to add 23 hours. Now, if you are making a 23 hours webinar,
I won't be there. Yeah.
Don't invite me.
Yeah, I won't be there. Sorry.
And perhaps you could do increments. You could do minutes, 1 hour and a half, 90 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. Did you find it, Wasim? Can he reply to you? That's why I think an orientation session is needed, so we can show people. It looks like the simplest thing. They're not aware of it.
Yeah, because nobody has.
He didn't respond back. I'm checking it. Someone else said, "Do we have a camera that can be mirrored? Like, what does my hat say right now? It reads perfectly.
Yeah.
Someone's asking if we can have a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need it in this one.
Yeah, it just normal.
But you wanted to say Salibo, which I don't know why you would want that.
No, people. These are just questions people are throwing at me right now.
But again, I know what they're thinking.
Oh,
they're
so brilliant.
Previously somewhere else. Yeah. And we need to follow the dummy. I don't know. Why should we do that?
Yeah, I know exactly. Understand what you're saying, guys. You see,
I use the analogy is like having an ugly child and you get another one or a twin. Okay, kid.
Okay.
I just want them to keep.
Who would say that? Having an ugly child, the things that come out of his mouth that are so inappropriate, and they just go along with it. Because I remember hearing this and it pissed me off then and it's pissing me off now.
God bless you with a second ugly boy.
That's right. No matter what anybody says, some of them kids are ugly.
Okay, he said he was able to change time with webinars, but not with conferences.
Yeah. To the time?
Yeah, he said he was able to change time with webinars, but not with conferences, is what he's saying.
I had conference, and we use conference all the time. And it's the same.
He's saying whenever he tried a conference, past time was only 1 hour.
He's not hitting the clock.
No, just hit the clock, Wasim, and it will pop that hours and minutes.
Up or down. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, you could set it up to 1 minute or 23 hours and 59 minutes. So you can have a 24-hour session. You're going to run out of breath.
You're gonna run out of participants.
It doesn't mean it cannot be even extended. You can have it for 7 days. It will keep extending.
He said, okay, thank you.
So did it work? You're welcome. Did it work with the conference, Wasim?
Probably doesn't. I'm waiting for his response.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
You're getting love in the morning. Why not? Don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a child that he's just pushing away, right? Or is that a dog? I mean, I'm seeing it at a very weird kind of angle.
Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
That's a dog.
Cover me.
Even if it is the dog, how he pushed it away with so much aggression. That is just scary to me. Do I ever have to remove chalupa or salsa from someplace? Yes, but that just looked so mean to me.
When you're done.
He didn't check it yet. He said he'll check it in a little bit.
As long as they keep writing these things, I'm happy, Chris.
Well, check it now, Wasim. I mean, we want to make sure we help you.
Don't.
We just noted that when you told us about it.
Is there a, how do I ask this question? Is there any, I don't really want to ask this question, but I'm going to because he's my friend. Is there a future timeline of new products that are coming out? Actually, they're asking
We
about
do have that internally, but
okay.
again, yeah, I agree. Yeah, we do have that for everything. But
I'm not
and
gonna tell
phases,
you.
okay, like beta, free, first launch, first release, things like that. Yeah, but again, it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a good idea to share that publicly.
No, that's why I want to let
But
them
we
know.
have an idea. If you have, some curiosity about something, we're happy to address it. I'll throw this out. For example, native mobile app, native. You know what native is?
Yeah.
Okay. We're on track, if everything goes well, to have that
Final
by the end of the month. Let's keep it that way. On Connect, we have it. We have it as like web responsive. You could view it on the mobile, but it would be an app where it's native. It will be even more robust and flawless. So it's not too bad.
Everything about being
Like I said,
and yet everything is
a couple of weeks or so, it will be superior to many things out there, and ultimately to everything. That's the goal. Yeah.
okay. It's a goal, but
Listen,
I think pretty
countries
well.
are interested.
Again, you did say you only have one time to make an impression. Well, you keep on making the same impression over and over again, and it's not a good one, sir.
In that, we had to make changes. We don't need to announce everything publicly, but some, let's say, countries, some systems, some educational systems, they have some specifications, all of that. So we are, we had to take so many things in consideration so we can be applicable to and be able to cater to so many different dimensions while keeping it simple without the complication. So that you have to change. And a reason of that is because there is a massive race, I believe. If it's safe to say there were no race on energy back in the days, it was just, I would assume, fewer people or electricity. I don't know how many Thomas Edison were working on that. It's basically solo. I don't know. It's just worth to search that. Okay. But there was like a race to the moon, race to space. Okay. Right now, race to energy. Okay. Cost-effective energy, etc., or environmental friendly. The biggest race, or race to, military or weapon. Okay, now arsenal. Now the biggest race all across the board, everywhere, between companies and the private sector, between governments within the same government or country regime, different departments. Everybody's racing toward AI. And I have to tell you something. There's nobody at the moment. There's nothing that we've achieved AI. So, for example, electricity achieved, done. We found one way that it works. That's it.
No,
You don't need a million. There's not a gazillion way of using that.
And I hate it when he's like, done. And that is also something that drives me bonkers. There's so many things that he says on the regular that, makes my skin crawl. And he just becomes like has a more punchable face the more I continue to hear the same things. All of his catchphrases, because he's got a lot of catchphrases.
Okay. Or making it work. Okay. Now, AI is a different scenario, because everybody could get there, but there is different from you to me to that company or that country or that system based on their needs. And it is a bit of scary, to be honest with you, because some are not having a pure intention in their calculation. It's either to monopoly the market in certain areas. We've seen that. Does it sound familiar? One of the search engine, it's monopoly. One of the social media platform is monopoly. Okay. And by the way, I don't know if you know, but they are being sued by the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, for that monopolist behavior. I don't know if you know that.
That monopolist behavior. Well, sir, you're being sued by the SEC. So you have no room to talk about anybody else. And if these yahoos like shake their head in disdain, I might have to go put my head in an oven.
So that is a very nasty race to get there. And what's refreshing is that Onpassive is racing in such a clean way, more, I would say, pure, and with no offense and with no harm to anyone. So the type of AI we're doing. So it is a big race that is going there. So I don't know if I'm trying to imply, in a way, some of them, they have certain requirements, but indirectly dictating certain features or benefits, okay, which they want to control certain areas. And that's why this is just a rough battle for AI competition. So everybody's going in a different direction. So you could say it's not like we've invented, I'm not saying Onpassive, like humanity. You cannot say we've invented AI. No, it's still, we're trying to get there, but everybody's there is different from everybody else.
Yeah, and I would imagine the ones that decide not to do it clean and have a hidden agenda with AI, they're going to get caught later, and they're going to wind up getting smacked around for it. So it's better to do it this way, right?
Yeah, but previously, unfortunately, we've seen them control the market. Therefore, they made up, I don't want to say abundance, but they made insane cash flow from that.
Absolutely.
Because they own the game.
That's right.
Yeah, I would share with you something privately, but seriously, it's not. When they get too bigger than governments, they can't mess up with them. Like, I'll give you examples. When FTC sues Amazon puts 10 lawyers for one. You see the ratio?
That's right.
They outdo them.
They overpower them, right?
Overpower them because they got the money. Yeah.
That's crazy.
They can do that. You see that?
Yeah,
So does it remind you of that jungle? Like, the stronger will lead or with rule. Yeah, money is powerful. It can be a nasty weapon, and God keep us away from that nasty game. So
claim that lasts forever. Yeah.
This is your first copy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you on number 10.
I've had
I was going to ask you, that has tea, no? Was that coffee or tea that Jane brought you?
Coffee or tea, Red? He asked.
Coffee, that one. Yeah, I have one cup of tea.
Oh, you need a few more. Yeah.
Cup of tea first, and then
yeah.
And I've had 4 more.
There's a lag in the response. So drink it. Can you bring him 2 more?
No,
Are they
it's empty now.
Wow. But was it full? Like, how many can you do a day?
I probably have. Normally, I have 3 coffees and 1 tea a day.
But that's full? Like you get full? Like 16 ounces?
We use an Italian coffee shop for our first one in the morning, and I have a really strong coffee to get things going, and then we just have some instant at home after that.
Perfect. Instant.
Yeah, I don't think you got it. Oh, does it? Okay.
I don't know about you.
I do 2 of these.
Yeah,
What are
because
those
it's
prices?
processed. The instant. It's processed.
Yeah.
Two Colombian coffees a day is all I need.
And there's your
Cream and
balloon.
sugar? Cream and sugar?
I have honey, Manuka honey, and I do have sugar-free cream. I put a little bit in there.
Okay.
Just for taste. As soon as we get taste-o-vision and smell-o-vision, I'll let you taste them in my coffee.
If you did heavy cream, you wouldn't have any carbs.
I know. I gotta find this store. I can't even find a place to get a haircut around here. Ask, give me a good haircut place, and don't tell me your wife, because
With that head, sheep people are there, right? They could shear you.
she got to get the lawnmower out.
Yeah, I go wherever it's available. I don't have to wait or book or something.
Yeah, that's what
My
I'm looking
time
at.
is not that. Yeah.
By the airport, I walked into a barber a couple weeks ago when I was picking up my daughter, and old couple. I said, "Have at it, lady." Just it grows back pretty fast.
At the airport.
Right, it was right by the airport when I was picking up my daughter.
Yeah, outside the airport. Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
Had the old barber pole, the original.
Right.
Yeah, I like classic places. So
Yeah. That's the way. Yeah, lots of Latinos around, so they're good.
this was an older man, older woman, probably late 70s, and they were still going at it, man. Get a little WD-40 on the scissors to get them going.
Why are they talking about this shit?
The lady see me come in, she pulled out the big clippers.
I mean, I've been sitting here just daydreaming because I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? And I think Beth sums it up. Really riveting content and conversation that had to be during a corporate webinar at 6 a.m. If we don't know what's in Red's cup, we can't steal Folger's logo. Oh my gosh. These people, they're maddening. And Monhun, I agree with you. If they're not building up to, talk, is this, about the barbecue, there's just going to be no payoff. They better bring up some barbecue sauce. And if they don't, I will just be sad.
They call them bushwhackers down here.
Bushwhackers?
The
Are you serious?
bushwhackers. Oh boy, get out. Hey, Fred, get out the bushwhackers. We got one of them coming in.
So I have a question. Red, when was the last time, if you recall the date, that you had a haircut?
Actually, I shaved my head yesterday.
No.
But I did it myself.
At a salon or some hairdresser or whatever. Can't
Like
recall?
a shoe shine
No.
guy. A shoe shine guy would work, Red. Spit shine that sucker.
I think I do. It was for my daughter's wedding last September.
Okay. So do you prefer to get service or you're used to it by yourself faster?
No, I'm used to it. I do it myself faster. But the reason I went to the barber's was not for a haircut. It was for a traditional wet shave with the old cutthroat.
Okay.
Candles in the ears, up the nose.
Oh no! You did the old ringing?
No, that's waxing. Don't go there with that.
No, well, that's not gonna happen. I watch those poor guys on YouTube, man. I don't know why they put themselves through that. They got the new one.
We've got a couple of Turkish barbers here, and they do some really good wet shaves with the towels and massages, and pretty good.
They use the threading.
What are we talking about?
No,
this
there is a
stuff?
couple of threadings that do that here as well, but mainly for the women, but not for the blokes. But yeah, they do threading.
That's huge in Michigan.
The threading, right?
Yeah, in the middle, a lot of Middle Eastern brought that over, and I watched them do
Yeah,
it.
Indian do it, Persian do it.
Yeah, no, in the UK, it's predominantly Chinese and Indian that do threading.
Does that hurt? Does that look like they just keep rubbing the thread on it until the hair comes out, or what? I mean,
Precise, it gives finer lines apparently.
I just don't
I
know
have
why
no
they
idea.
put themselves through some of the stuff. As they go with my eyebrows. It's done. No threading required.
Yeah, but don't forget you've got blondie ginger hair anyway, so it's not prominent. But if you've got dark
Gray
hair,
hair now. Red, you wouldn't
Wow.
recognize me without hair. Trust me.
oh, there you come in the same.
I look just like Uncle Fester. I kid you not. From the Addams family. Pretty funny.
Doodle-doo.
All right, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their haircut experiences. I really like it. I like the energy. I would love to get my day kicked off here every day. Seriously, I really mean it. So thank you. I
I
hope
think
we enlighten your day.
it's a
Oh my
good
God.
time.
Did he
It's who you
say
talk to. Doesn't matter what you talk to.
he would like his day to be kicked off them like doing this every day? As if. I'd love to see that happen. Never going to happen. Never going to happen.
What you talk about. Yeah. So have a wonderful day. Thank you, guys. Gotta
Thanks,
go.
Ash.
Good work. Bye.
Cheers, Ashley. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Ash.
We gotta do live today, Marty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
would
I'll
you
do one as well. Normal time for me.
All right. 10 and 11.
All right.
Now,
And of course, I'll see you in a couple hours then. So go get nappy.
send me a link. I need to get at least an hour of beauty sleep here.
Oh, good.
It must be nice.
You need more than that.
I know. My dog's not waking up, so it ain't gonna happen. She's like, "Oh, that was so good, Dad." Shut up.
Especially after you bathed her yesterday.
I did. I gave her. I had to, man. She was itching so bad. You never where she runs. There's bugs out here, fleas, and so they get on her.
Anyway, I'm going to shut it down, guys. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
See you in a couple hours. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Ha. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, that was painful. That was just painful. So Ash's idea is to start the day is gossiping with the ladies down at the salon. No wonder the SEC called out all those expenditures. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Angel, is like filled with value added content. Just so much. We learned so much. That was so necessary to have everybody up at the crack before dawn for all of this bullshit. How long do you guys think this, 6 a.m. stuff is going to last? Do you think that's going to just like play out and that's going to be just the new time? Or do you think that Ash is going to be like, yeah, this isn't realistic? And the thought that like, oh, he was actually at some other meeting before this, bullshit. And if they do start hosting these 360s, how often do you think Ash would actually show up? Because I'm thinking he wouldn't be. I think it's all a ruse. That's what I think. But yeah, Beth, I'll be surprised if it goes past this upcoming week. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I can't imagine. Well, guys, that is what I had for you today is my reaction of all these shenanigans of before it started, while it was going, and oh, goodness. Right, Gary, they need more webinars because they just don't have enough. Oh, goodness. Well, I do want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to the lurkers. Thank you to my subs. Thank you to those of you in the chat. Thank you to my channel members, to my patrons, and to my informers, everybody. everyone. I appreciate all of you. And, you know, I may have more this weekend. I may not. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But like I said earlier, that thing that I said that is coming, it is still coming. It's just taking a little bit longer than what we originally thought. And it will, be here, and I'll let you know when and where and all that kind of good stuff, because I think it will be really super fun. And I am looking forward to it. And I am going to drop in the chat again the conference link. So it's a free conference, 100% free, and I'll even be speaking at it. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, whatever time it is for you. And don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Until next time, bye everyone.